First, we have our Stafford student loans. These are the loans that they give to the kids. There are subsidized loans where if you're low income, the government will pay the interest on the loans while the kids are in school. Now, usually it's not very much, but they'll supplement some of it. Now, unsubsidized means that even if you're high income, you could still get Stafford loans for your kids, but they would be unsubsidized, meaning that the interest starts to accrue right away. Now, in any scenario, subsidized or unsubsidized, the students can only borrow $5,500 for the first year, $6,500 for the second year, and $7,500 every year after that for an undergraduate education. So for 4 years, that's only $27,000. If they need to go 5 or 6 years, they could borrow a little bit more. If they're going to get a master's degree or some sort of a graduate school, they can get graduate school loans for an unlimited amount. So they limit them on the undergrad loans, but for graduate loans, they can borrow more. But they're pretty limited, as you can see, for an undergraduate education. So you, as parents, are going to need to help. And parents can borrow the difference in the government loans, the federal government loans. Now, some people think, oh, I don't qualify for any financial aid. I make too much money. So the FAFSA says I don't get any financial aid. That doesn't mean that you can't borrow the money. Now, you still need to fill out the FAFSA. You have to do the FAFSA in order to qualify for the loans. But no matter how much money you make, you can borrow the money from the federal government to make up the difference. So let's say that the cost of attendance is $30,000 a year, but the kids get, let's say, $5,000 in scholarships, and maybe they get the $5,500 in the Stafford loans. The difference can be borrowed through the federal government loans. Now, doesn't matter how much money you make, and in fact, even if you don't make any money at all. Now, I know you're shaking your head, you're wondering how in the world that works, but yes, when you're filling out the loan application, which I'll show you in just a second, it doesn't even ask how much money you make. Problem is that the government is literally loaning money to people who can't afford to pay back these loans because they're not doing any sort of income verification or anything like that, which means that it doesn't matter if you make too much money and it doesn't matter if you make no money at all. They will still loan you the money as long as you have a decent credit score and you don't have any like defaults on your own student loans or anything like that.